Hi, and welcome to the Stockscores Market Minutes for May 14th, 2012. You can sign up for my weekly newsletter at stockscores.com/newsletters.asp. Well, this week's topic is change of season. There is a tendency, as we all know now, that markets tend to perform poorly from May till October. Now, in recent weeks, I have said we should not panic yet because the market was still hanging in there. However, in the last week, we've started to see a greater intensity to the downside and more technical breakdowns, and that makes me more bearish than I have been in recent weeks. Now, we can make money from market weakness through exchange traded funds. There are funds that will go up when the market goes down, and it's simply important to trade a strategy that has a negative market outlook, as that is likely to be effective in the next little while. Here are the charts. This is the S&P 500, and you can see it has been building a bearish pattern. We say that it is bearish because the tops are falling from left to right. I highlight that with a red line. We had support at the green line, and today the market just closed through that. Now, it could still bounce back in the short term. We shouldn't say that it is a strong breakdown because it isn't. But notice down in the bottom right-hand corner of that chart how the stock scores are really falling off there. That is another sign of weakness. In the Canadian market, the XIU has been weaker than the US market in recent weeks and is really starting to intensify to the downside. It is running away from that downward trend line, and so it wouldn't surprise me if we saw a little short-term bounce back, but this market is bearish and continues to be bearish. The VIX is the fear index, and of course it tends to go up when the market goes down. I am long the VIX, and it looks to me like it will continue to move higher. Today we had a break from yet another rising bottom. That is a sign that the buyers are taking control of the VIX again. Not yet a lot of enthusiasm to the upside, but of course uptrends tend to start slowly and build intensity as they rise. You can see there the sentiment stock score starting to pick up, the signal stock score starting to move up, another sign that the buyers are taking control of the VIX. This is a real negative for the market. This chart, it shows how money is flowing into the bond market in the U.S. Treasury market, and that's basically safe haven money looking to hide from potential market weakness. And with the problems in Europe, it may be that money is simply looking to hide in the U.S. dollar, and that is perhaps why the U.S. dollar had yet another strong day. It has broken its downward trend line. Pretty overbought, just as many of the markets that we've looked at are oversold. This market is overbought, and it wouldn't surprise me if we had a little pullback in the short term, but the outlook here is for higher prices for the US dollar in the next little while. The gold chart is really running to the downside. I am short of gold, and it will probably find a little bit of support in the next day or two as it is approaching that green line of support on the chart. However, although it may bounce back for a very short-term bounce, I think that this is a long-term trend reversal, and I think the outlook for the next 6 to 12 months is gold will be weaker. Brent crude has fallen off in the last 2 weeks, and it is at support where it tried to make a bounce today. It will probably bounce back in the very short term, but the tops are falling, the sellers are in control, and so, looking out more than a week or two, this market looks like it will continue to be weak. So I am bearish on all things followed: U.S. stocks, Canadian stocks, gold, oil. Stocks and commodities are oversold in the short term, and so I won't be surprised if we get a few days of strength here, but I consider that strength would be nothing more than a bull trap, as the market is in the control of the sellers right now, and the outlook is negative beyond that possible bounce. Of course, we can make money from that. Look at shorting gold, look at buying reverse or inverse ETFs or things like the VXX. These things will go up when the market goes down. We can still make money in a down market. In fact, in many ways, it is easier. Well, that has been the Stockscores Market Minutes for May 14th, 2012. Have a great week in the market and trade well.